So let's get started with that.
Okay, so a lot of our warm-up today going to be focused on the lower body. We're going to be doing a lot of squatting motions today. Real quick before we get started with that, if you didn't see the chat, we're going to be using a mat today, or you don't have to have a mat, but it can help you out if you struggle getting up and down off of the floor. Then we're also going to be using one single dumbbell. So any mid-sized weight that you have that you can use to pick up, go ahead and grab that real quick before we get started. All right, so let's go ahead and get with our warm-up. We're going to start out with some hip circles. We're not going to spend too long on this, but want to make sure that those hip joints are nice and loose. Go ahead, switch that rotation up. Good job. You can use this as an opportunity to test out that balance if you'd like, or you can hold on to something to help you out. All right, go ahead, switch to the left side. Nice big circle. Try to get that leg popped up as high as you can before you get that rotation going. And switch directions. Bringing it up and forward. Nice job. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and warm up those hamstrings just a bit. We're going to be doing some body weight hip hinges. And so what I'm going to have you do, standing with your feet hip to shoulder width apart, what you're going to do, keep that back straight, keep those shoulders back, and then you're going to hinge at the hips, pressing your rear end to the back wall. Go down until you feel a tight pull in your hamstrings, and then squeeze those glutes, drive the hips forward, and repeat. I love doing this movement, actually in a lot of strength training. Add a little bit of weight to this, you've got a really good RDL, but love using this as a warm-up too, because we're not only stretching out our legs, loosening up the hips, but we're also activating those hamstrings and the glutes. Great way to get started, especially whenever you plan on using a bit of lower body in your workout. All right. Nice job. Next up, what we're going to do are some wide squats. We're going to try to go pretty deep into it. So your normal squat position, your feet would be about shoulder width apart. We're going to go into a big wide stance. And then from there, you're going to go down into a deep squat. Keep those knees in line with your toes. Try not to buckle the knees. And then from there, try to either hold that position or just take about a 1-second pause before you come right back up. Really want to make sure that we're getting a big stretch at the bottom of this. Normally, I'm not a big advocate for static stretching or lengthening out the muscles before a workout. But in this case, we're not doing too much of that. We still got a little bit of movement involved there. Getting a nice dynamic stretch involved can definitely help us out in one of our exercises that we're going to be doing today. Let's go one more deep squat. All right. Nice job. Last but not least, time to get our heart rate up just a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and do some big hops. You can either use a jump rope. You can just do body weight hops in the air. Test your height out. See if you can get some jumps in. Try not to wear yourself out too much though. Just trying to increase that breathing rate, increase the heart rate, and then we'll get started with the main portion of our workout. Now go ahead and continue these hops. What I want to do real quick while you do that and continue to warm up is explain what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing 3 exercises, 6 rounds for each exercise. And today we're doing a format of 20 seconds on and 20 seconds off. So that means we're going to be working for 20 seconds, then we get a 20-second rest. So we can really push during that 20-second work period, because we know we're going to have just as long to recover, so we can keep that intensity level up. Now, we're not going to do rounds like you might normally see. What we're going to do is we're going to do all 6 rounds of one exercise before we move on to all 6 rounds of the next exercise. So we're going to have a lot of repetition with similar muscle groups. So legs may be burning just a little bit more than what you might normally see whenever you're doing a HIIT workout, but that's all right. We're going to knock it out together. Go ahead. You can take a break, take a breather. If you've been doing your warm up, if you've been hopping in place, take one quick breather, but then we're going to start out with our first exercise in the workout. So what we're going to start out with, and I'm going to move my weight because I'm not using it for this one. What we're going to start out with are some squat jacks. So whenever we do this, we're starting with a normal positioning in our feet. And then we're going to jump out into that wide stance, go down, touch the floor with the hand, right back to the center, and repeat. And I switch up the arm that I'm using just to keep a little sense of balance in there. All right, so let's go ahead and start out with our first 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice job. And whenever you do these, you want to make sure that your feet are staying flat on the ground. You're not picking those heels up at all. And you're also doing mostly a squatting motion. So you're not rounding your back. You're trying to keep that back fairly straight. That's time. All right. So that's round one. We have a 20-second break. Take a few deep breaths. I would suggest in our 20-second rest period that you continue to move. That way you still keep that heart rate up a little bit. You don't have too big of a fluctuation. All right, time for round two. Let's go. Nice job. Great thing about these, you can bump up or decrease that intensity as you need to by increasing or decreasing your speed. And that is time. Nice job. Round two is complete. One more to go. 20-second rest period. And you definitely want to use your rest period, even if you don't feel like you need it right off the bat. The further we get into the exercise, the more you're going to need it. So go ahead and take that while you have it. All right, round three. Here we go. Nice job. Big reminder, keep those knees in line with your toes as you do these. Time. Great job. All right. That was round three. 3 down, 3 to go. You guys are doing great. Remember, keep moving, even if it's just a little march in place. All right. Round 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Time. Nice job, guys. All right, that was round 4. 2 more rounds to go. Just a little tip. If you're getting tired, your legs are starting to give out, or if you have a limited range of motion, what you can do is the same thing we've been doing, but just place a chair or a bench, something behind you so that you can go down until you feel your rear end touch the chair and then go right back up. So you can do the same exercise with a limited range of motion. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our 5th round and go. You guys are doing great. Keep it up. Even if those legs are burning, keep your form. Rest at the top, not the bottom, if you need to. And time. Great job. All right. That was round 5. Time for round 6. This is the last one that we're going to be doing, at least for our squat jacks. Still got 2 more exercises after this. Here we go, last round. 20 seconds. Doing great, guys. Time. Well, when I feel the burn on those legs, keep moving them just a bit. March in place if you need to. All right. Great job. All right, that is our first exercise. So we've got 2 more to go. Going to be doing those in the same format, 6 rounds, 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. If you need to, grab a drink of water now. All right. Next up, time to move on to our next exercise. This is where we're going to be grabbing our dumbbell or any weight, any mid-sized weight that you can handle. What we're going to be doing with this, it's a similar movement as what we just did with a little bit more hip hinge, and we're working in a little bit of upper body as well. So what we're going to do, start out with this weight hanging in the center of your body at your midline. And then from there, we're going to go down in a squat, but you can add a hip hinge to it. So going down in your squat, you can add your hip hinge to it so that you're pushing your hips back. And then from there, we're going to explode upward, bringing that weight overhead, right back down to center, switch hands, right back up overhead. So we're basically doing a snatch with a dumbbell, lighter weight though, because we want to be able to keep moving. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our first round in 3, 2, 1, going for 20 seconds. And remember, this one, you're not doing that jumping motion, and you're putting more of a hip hinge into it. So keep that back straight. Time. All right. Nice job. That was the first 20 seconds of our first round. 20-second rest period. Going to move into our second round. If you haven't done these before, go ahead, start slow, get your form down. As you get that form down, you can start to pick up your speed or your weight. Here we go. Round 2, 3, 2, 1, and go. Whenever you do these, try to keep that weight close to your body. You don't want that weight coming out with an extended arm. You want that weight to stay as close to your torso as you can. And time. Great job, guys. That was round 2 of 6 rounds. Go ahead, take your 20-second break. If you need to, you can put your weight down. But if not, go ahead and hold on to that because we're going to get started here in just a few seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Big importance with this is to keep that back straight and make sure you're switching arms up because we don't want to just be using that right arm over and over and over again, and then we're missing out on the left side. Switching at the bottom. And time. Great job. That's 3 of 6. You guys are doing great. Take your 20-second rest. Again, keep moving. It can be as simple as a standing march. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Keep it up. And time. Great job. All right. 2 more to go. You guys are doing great. Big deep breath. If you need to increase your intensity a little bit more, you can definitely do so by bumping up the weight. Every time you add weight to this, it's going to kick that heart rate up even more. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Get a complete lockout at that top. And time. Nice job. All right, this last one, let's push ourselves. Really use that upward trajectory to get that weight up. You don't have to rely on standing up and then pressing the weight. You can use one fluid motion of momentum to get that weight up. Here we go, last round. And time. Great job, guys. That is all 6 rounds of your dumbbell snatch. We are done with this weight. So you can set that weight off to the side. We won't be using it again. All right, we've got one more exercise, and I want to make sure that we get all the way through it. So we're not going to take too long of a rest in between the snatches and our next exercise. So get a drink of water real quick. We're about to hop right into the next one. Okay. Last but not least, everybody's favorite. Yes, we're doing burpees. It's just a great full body movement. And so we're going to go through our 6 rounds of burpees, 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So I'm going to go ahead and start it out. Remember, as you do this, a traditional burpee, you can go chest and thighs touch the ground in with a jump with your arms overhead. If you don't want to do a traditional burpee and you need a little bit of regression on it, you can always step back, step up, in with your hop. Either one of those are going to work. Here we go. Let's start out with our first round. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So traditional burpee, chest and thighs touch the ground, right back up into a squatting position, and up with your little hop. Now, as you do these, you might notice, actually, that's our first round. Before I keep talking about it, I won't make you do double time on the burpees. I know nobody wants to do that. Take a quick break. Now, you're going to want to gauge your own intensity level on this one. So you can pick up your speed as fast as necessary to really get a good workout in. So if you've done a lot of these before, then go ahead, knock them out really quick. Here we go, round 2. Let's go. So if you notice, I'm not doing a traditional push-up, because for a burpee, we're really just focused on the functional movement. So we're focused on the most amount of work with the least amount of effort. But it's still going to be a lot of effort. And that's time. Great job. That's round 2 of 6. We've got 4 more to go. You guys are doing great. Here we go. Round 3 in 3, 2, 1. Now, for those of you that are regressing, you can go down, step back, step up, step up. But if you pair it together and you go really quickly with it, you're still going to get a really good workout in. And time. Nice job. All right, that's round 3. Halfway through the burpees, 3 more to go. Take your 20 seconds. We're about at time right now, but you have about 2 more minutes to give me. We'll be finished with our full workout. All right, here we go. Round 4. Here we go. As you come back up from these, make sure the feet are flat on the floor. And time. Great job. Man, oh man. All right. 2 more to go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Round 5. Nice job. Keep it up. And time. Great job, guys. Okay. 1 more to go. Let's make this one count. Here we go. Big deep breaths. Everything you got in this last one. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Here we go. Let's push it. Tell yourself to keep moving. Even if you have to go from a traditional burpee down into a regress burpee, you can do that. Just make sure you keep moving. And time. Nice job, guys. That is all 6 rounds, all 3 exercises. You guys did a lot of movement this morning. You killed it. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you had any questions about anything that we did today, or if you had questions about different stretches that you can do later on after this workout, then feel free to reach out with me. I'd love to chat. But besides that, hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Stefan.
Stefan.
See you next time.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Stefan. Thank you.
Steve.